What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Macy Gray is a popular musical artist and singer. Some of you guys don't like her style. I'm not fond of it either. But nonetheless, she is at least at one point really popular in, I would say, mainstream America. And she was a guest on Piers Morgan's show. This was earlier this week. Many of you brothers sent me this story. And she was talking about transgender situations in the athletics. All right. And she even said, like, hey, I know people are not going to like what I have to say, but as a woman, just because you change your body parts, that doesn't make you a woman. Okay. She draws the line at athletic competitions, which is something that we've been seeing. You've seen men who change to women and then compete against cis women in competitions and beat them rather easily. All right. And she's saying, listen, if you want me to call that man her, I will. But just because you call her and you got surgery, that doesn't make you a woman. Let me be honest with that. A lot of people feel like that, especially people in my generation, right? Whether you might want to say it or not, a lot of people have that same inclination. However, Macy Gray was attacked verbally. She was attacked on social media, harassed. People threatened her. And she actually took back her comments. Many of us don't believe what she said was so hurtful, but she has learned a lot from the issue. She never meant to hurt anybody now. Okay? And that wasn't her intention. She's actually apologizing for what she said. But why is she apologizing? And I'm going to deal with not the transgender issue. I don't deal with that on my channel. I don't deal with a lot of politics here, really. Sometimes I might deal with the Democrats here and there, but I don't deal with things like abortion, transgender stuff, a lot of religion. I don't deal with that, right? Because you can be right and still be wrong. Macy Gray, many people feel that she's right. She had to apologize. Want to know why? Because somebody went and told her, listen, if you ever want to have a job in this industry, you need to get your ass out there and take this shit back. Point blank. Want to work for us again? Go out there and apologize. Nick Cannon, same thing. Remember what he did? He offended the Jewish community, talked all that trash. Hey, what do you have to do? Go seek all type of refuge with the hierarchies in the Jewish community, the rabbis, and talk to them and get educated. And guess what? Bend the knee. Go out there and apologize. Tell them you're sorry. But now, remember when Vivica Fox kind of insinuated that she was glad that Kevin Samuels had passed away? You see, there was no rebuttal for that, right? Fox Soul used to even call him gay while he was living. No repercussions. Want to know why? Because it's not about who's right. It's about who has the power to enforce what they feel is right. See, I want to talk about the late, great Malcolm X. The late, great Malcolm X was an excellent debater. He went all across the Western world debating with academics, intellectuals, both in the black and white community. He went to, I believe, as far as Oxford, Harvard, UC Berkeley. He's right. Guess what, though? The powers that be are able to enforce what they feel is right. So it doesn't matter when you're right. Macy Gray, for those people who feel that she's right, it doesn't matter. She can't enforce that. Why? Because there's no money being spent to enforce that. And this is where a lot of people in the black community get it construed. We are full of opinions. We are full of ideas. We are full of thoughts. And some of us are full of truth. But when it comes times to buying campaigns and buying votes and leveraging your economy, having an agenda, you're not there. But the LGBT community, the Jewish community, the Hispanic community, the Asian community, they're playing the political game. They're paying as they weigh. So their people get things. And then when you step out of line with them, you got to say sorry. You can't talk about them. You are not going to insult people in that community. It doesn't even matter what she said to me, what didn't even personally. I feel as though in athletics, there is a huge inequality with a man who was a man and becomes a woman competing against a woman who was born a woman. Of course, that person's going to have an advantage. It seems quite obvious. But when you're powerless, you got to bend the knee. And see, as men in the country, we're not trying to get the power going, the economics going, the political games going. See, the manosphere, black nor white, can achieve nothing until laws are changed. You can't achieve money until you can't achieve anything until money is made, and then made to parties, political parties, local level, state level, government level, federal level. See, until you can impress people by your sponsorship. You want the president to do something for you? How much money did you spend in this campaign? Oh, you didn't spend anything? What do you expect to get? Because those people who control the spending control industries, and one of them is entertainment. And so they can come out and say, Macy, do you know who you're talking to? Do you want to come out and do you want to have a job ever again? You better go out there and fucking apologize now. And Macy knows what's up. She wants to eat. You don't want to end up being like Monique, do you? Getting blackballed? Go out there and take it back. Nick Cannon. Yeah, that's why Nick Cannon's over there rich again having all these kids. He had to bend the knee because power makes people bend the knee. It shuts people out of things. It controls the industry. It says, if you don't do this, I'm gonna make calls. Black men never understood that yet. What black men and a lot of people in the black community understand is the perpetual complaining about something. Typically complaining about groups of people who are playing the game the right way. We're mad at the feminists. We're mad at gays, LGBT rights, abortions, whatever it is. Not mad, I mean like upset about certain things. You can't call like, you get what I'm saying, right? Not upset with them, but upset with the laws and how things are. Well, they're bringing the money. They're bringing money. This is a capitalist system. How can you not get upset when you don't bring money? Everything is about money. So if you don't play, you don't get you don't pay, you don't play. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.